What do top surgeons, billionaire VCs, and old money dynasties all have in common? They are not living in high-rises or flashy suburbs. They're tucked into Boston's most historic, elite, and private neighborhoods. I'm Nouné, a top-producing real estate agent and 35-year Massachusetts local. I've helped hundreds of families navigate this market, and today I'm showing you where the real legacy buyers are living and what it actually takes to join them. Let's start at the top, Beacon Hill and Back Bay. When people picture old money Boston, they picture Beacon Hill and Back Bay. These neighborhoods are heartbeat of historic wealth, where 19th century brownstones line gaslit streets and history isn't just preserved, it's lived in. Beacon Hill sits just north of Boston Common, and the most prestigious corridor runs through Mount Vernon and Chestnut streets. The ultimate address, Louisburg Square. Properties here sell for 10 to 20% more just for the name on the street sign. This place feels like a movie set. Cobblestone streets, gas lamps, ivy climbing up red brick facades, and right at the center, Charles Street. You'll find local bakeries, boutiques, bookstores, nothing big box. It's elegant, quiet, and incredibly walkable. Median sale price in Beacon Hill is $3,075,000 and price per square foot is $1,220 as of today. Beacon Hill has federal-style row houses, narrow streets, and brick sidewalks through the neighborhood. It is generally regarded as one of the more desirable and expensive neighborhoods in Boston. Beacon Hill is the location of the Massachusetts State House. Great thinkers lived in the neighborhood, including Daniel Webster, Henry Thoreau, and Wendell Phillips. Beacon Hill was also designated a National Historic Landmark in 1962. Back Bay, on the other hand, is Boston's most iconic and architectural neighborhood. The Victorian brownstones, the esplanade along the Charles River, the world-class shopping on Newbury Street and Boylston Streets. Back Bay was originally a bay that was filled in later, and it's stylish and active. You've got luxury shops, historic homes, and peaceful green spaces all packed into a walkable grid. As of November 2025, median home sale in Back Bay is $10,280,000 and price per square foot is $1,220, a little lower than last year's $1,600 per square foot. Another frequently asked question is, are these homes mostly renovated or do buyers prefer the original character? Well, it depends. Many Beacon Hill and Back Bay properties blend meticulous restorations with modern interiors. Think marble kitchens, elevators, and concealed HVAC systems, but the exterior historical design always stays protected. When you're doing an inspection, remember, it is possible that some utilities may be very old. Of course, not original, because most of these properties are 150 years old. Another thing buyers want to know is, what does it take to budget for upkeep of a 150-year-old home? You're not just buying a house, you're buying a piece of American history. Living here comes with its own rules, and you need a local expert to help you with that. Another question buyers have is, how do buyers evaluate older 1870s floor plans? The truth is, if a home hasn't been updated recently, buyers usually price in the cost of a major remodel. But when a townhouse has been modernized, buyers will absolutely pay a hefty premium. They would rather buy turnkey than take on renovations themselves. Now the next area is Brookline and Chestnut Hill. From Boston's historic core, let's go west to where the city's medical elite, academic powerhouses, and general wealth quietly live. Brookline and Chestnut Hill offer space, privacy, and a suburban feel, all within 10 to 15-minute drive to downtown. Brookline sits right beside the Longwood Medical Area, making it a magnet for physicians, researchers, and professionals from Harvard, MIT, and the top hospitals. The vibe here is calm, tree-lined, and highly walkable. At the center is Coolidge Corner, where you'll find a historic movie theater, coffee shops, bookstores, and some of the best bagels in the city. It's grounded, intellectual, and diverse. The housing stock includes beautifully preserved Victorians, many 4,000 to 5,000 square feet, and modern interiors and original charm. There is also a healthy mix of condos and townhomes. Median price in Brookline is $2,075,000 with price per square foot at $762. Brookline High School ranks 26th in the state, and there are a lot of private schools here as well. Chestnut Hill is next door, and it straddles three cities, Brookline, Newton, and Boston. It's known for Boston College, the Boston Marathon route, and being home to quiet generational wealth. Here's the lifestyle breakdown. You've got the street at Chestnut Hill, a luxury outdoor shopping village with Whole Foods, Lululemon. Across the street, Chestnut Hill Square, home to Equinox, Wegmans, and medical offices. Median price in the Newton side of Chestnut Hill is $2,057,000 with $670 per square foot. Buyers often ask, what's the real difference between Brookline and Newton? It comes down to proximity and zoning. Brookline properties are more limited and command a premium. Newton has more inventory and wider price ranges with less exclusivity. Are these markets still growing? Yes, but in a mature, stable way. Low turnover, elite schools, and consistent demand mean values here rarely dip, even when the market softens. So whether you want the history and prestige of Beacon Hill and Back Bay, or the privacy and convenience of Brookline and Chestnut Hill, these neighborhoods define Boston's high-end market. I'm Nouné. If you are considering one of these areas, I'd love to help you find the right home. Check out my other videos for deep dives on each neighborhood.